Control Bureau (NCB). Journalist Thangjam Dizamani fondly remembered on 10th death anniversary. Rich tribute paid. All shops and business establishments in northern side of Imphal city remain closed as women state sit in protest against gun attack at shop. And Merry Christmas wishes pour in from state leaders, organizations. Chief Minister Nongthong Bombirin urges for celebrating Christmas in its true spirit. Hello, you're watching IS Primetime English News. Before we begin, IS News would like to remind our viewers to practice physical distancing, hand hygiene, wear masks, protect yourself and get vaccinated to ward off COVID-19. I'm JESSIA OINAM giving you the news in detail. Chief Minister Nongthong Bombirin warned that anyone arrested on the charge of illegal poppy cultivation will be handed over to National Investigation Agency (NIA) or Narcotic Control Bureau (NCB). The Chief Minister said the same during distribution of monetary schemes to the beneficiaries of Manipur Building and Other Construction Workers Welfare Board (MBOC-WWB) under State Department of Skill, Labor, Employment and Entrepreneurship today. Chief Minister Bombirin claimed that drug menace in the state has reduced significantly ever since the state government initiated War on Drug 2.0 campaign, adding that illegal poppy cultivation has reduced by 90%. He urged all the localities in the state and the general public to extend their support and cooperation in curbing drug abuse and trafficking in the state. Chief Minister Bombirin said that the monetary schemes are being handed over to the laborers under various welfare schemes initiated by the Prime Minister to help the poor and deprived. He added that the amounts are transferred through their Aadhaar-linked bank accounts and said the initiative taken today is being done for the first time in the state. Biren highlighted the benefits of the schemes, which include accident benefits, educational benefit scheme and health scheme. Expressing concern over the climate change, he pointed out that rampant deforestation carried out in the hill areas is damaging the environment.
Police ki IRB MR loina team thagri he drug poppy thanamba jaga phodima mangalo aduga poppy thabada support toramiba village gi authorities sing khangamagadi village khungi mi du khangdana moi khundu da poppy thaba ya bonde aduna madu gi village gi authorities sing chap legal action lawda bane ne khoi gi akanba cabinet ki koi decision lai aduga yamna lam helagana honorable union home minister na NIA da sinabagi aduga narcotic bureau center gi da sinabagi haiba team home je punjal laga center state government and noina dil to uda nungai tragadi NIA siner on madu aya ba loina koi coordination meeting to kore yamna koina state government hai bis da yadra kana koi tholo no NIA da pitho kine NCB narcotic bureau gi central bureau gi do madu da siner to kine adu ide koi da wanum bu yararoi MLA da hairo bu yararoi police OC da hairo bu yararoi nungai rani anoi delhi sala wanum ta aduna state government na koina phajana appeal tawraga hairi ngai sida mayam drug karbar to bu tokpio mayam poppy thaba lepio yadra ga di upai laite hara khut hamaga NIA ga NCB gi da sinai.
Speaking at the event, Social Welfare Minister Iscom stated that Manipur Building and Other Construction Workers Welfare Board has been working relentlessly to deliver benefits of various welfare schemes to the beneficiaries, adding that different skill development programs have also been initiated. Minister Iscom further mentioned that there were loopholes and issues among the board in the past, but the same has been resolved with timely intervention by Chief Minister Bombirin. MBOC WWB Chairperson K. Sarat Kumar, ministers, MLAs, officials and many beneficiaries also attended the event.
Tamamada Manipur Building and other Construction Workers Welfare Board na BJP government lakpadagi mayamna khorang ngainaramba matamamada khoi hairiba board asi ngalitana union kanguga mukhanagani laborers kanguga mukhanagani federation kanguga mukhanagani ani chairperson ga dagi leriba staff singsiga mu yanare asa ngalitana khoi solon ni office mu ngalerga mu irang tawi ngalerga khabar da mu tongani sumai tawda nuti gi irang tawga lerambado asi khoi honorable chief minister gi lising makhada magi guidance makhada khoi maki thabuk tawjaru guduna man morkan ngasi yamna shanti hoina yamna transparency leina union kangu singa federation gi kangu singa aduga leiriba khoi gi labor gi sinmi singsiga punna tied up torkanda yamna transparency leina khoi thabuk tawbu ngamjaba se masi khoi yamna layuk fabani haidana ai admaina ai thamjaning bani aduga maruwaina khoi patung tarakbadasu hena labor singi yafanabagi damakta thabuk thor mayam mo khoi pakhalla kanda khone gi gani haibase khoi under the guidance of our honorable chief minister ai admaina thamjage.
The 10th anniversary of Thangjam Dizamani, who passed away after being hit by a bullet in police action while covering a public agitation in 2012, was observed today. Floral tributes were paid to the late journalist on the occasion. It may be mentioned that Thangjam Dizamani, a correspondent of Prime News Channel and news stringer of DDK, was covering a public agitation on 23rd of December 2012 at his birthplace, Thangmaiban Sinam Laikai, Chirauching, near Dairy Farm. Speaking during the function, Thangmaiban MLA Kumukjam Joykisan said that Thangjam Dizamani laid down his life while working to deliver truth to the public. He further mentioned that the contribution by journalists to the society is huge, but aided that society is not seemingly rewarding their hard work.
Sakhang bi wat point to haidar akoi gi moi gi leiriba mai magi kano sini piriba moi gi honorarium haidar si su dum akoi khanjaba dum pick pa aduga akoi gi society sina su media na loriba role si khang khang daba manipur da hoji media si nimit mangani thong thingba matam da hekta masi kana ba situm khangba aduna khoi khudi mangna khoi media khoi chawkhatna ba print and electronic si khona ba bangai fade aduga loina na print and electronic gi thabak toribi sili naw si sel mayam se masi khoi na tongan ba phum mom piraga mo khoi si thagat pi pun thagot pi ba thau tai print and electronic media gi si naw sinu khoi appeal tau janing bada masak thokna ting thokna chum ba paw phungbi na ba khona bi ba media sin na aran ba paw phung habe na te ko henam aseng ba do masi uhanna ba thona leina seng ba ma haira ko matam da thona dum phudok pi tau bi na ba isam tang appeal tau jari ptv de lai ba print
All Manipur Working Journalists Union Amju condoled the untimely demise of former Amju President Loitongbam Iboyaima, who passed away yesterday. A condolence ceremony was held at Manipur Press Club to mourn his death today. Members of the union and Editors Guild Manipur took part in the ceremony, wherein they paid tribute to the portrait of Iboyaima and also observed a 2-minute silence as a mark of respect to the departed soul. They also shared the grief of the bereaved family. All shops and business establishments in the northern side of Imphal city on Friday remained closed and staged a sit-in protest against the actions of 2 motor-borne gunmen who opened fire at the shop of a motorcycle seller on Thursday evening. Many, mostly women, staged a sit-in protest in front of JK Enterprises Majorkul, Tangal Bazar, at the heart of Imphal city today. The protester raised a strong objection against the attack and demanded that whoever was responsible refrain from carrying out such attacks in crowded areas. The pillion rider opened fire 2 rounds at the TVS showroom, JK Enterprises, at around 5:15 p.m. on Thursday. The bullets hit and caused party damage to the showroom, but no one gets injured. The owner of the enterprises, Sunny Kame, 38, son of Jetra Kame, a resident of Majorkul Imphal, said a case has been registered in the city police station, Manipur Home Department. Meantime, no one claims responsibility for the action so far. Merry Christmas wishes pour in from state leaders and various organizations. Chief Minister Nangtong Mamburin extended greetings to the people of the state, especially the Christian Britain, on the joyous occasion of Christmas. In his message, Chief Minister Mamburin stated that Christmas is celebrated with great pomp and joy by billions of people all over the world. He said that Christmas strengthens Lord Jesus Christ's message of love, peace, and unity among mankind. He asserted that the festival also provides an opportunity for the people of the state to forget ill will and misgivings and urged for celebrating the festival in its true spirit. Biren wished that the festival usher in peace, unity and love amongst everyone in the state.
Rigi ahing nong yai dani gini mayamna Prabhu Jesus ki magi halakpa polakpa magi pokpagi aduda torokanda celebration to ba hongna gadorini nasumba Christmas lakpasida Manipur gi miyam Christian dharma jibu chatpiri ba ichilinaw sing tribal gi silinaw punamak ayai pa paujal pijari adugumba Christmas lakpasida ishor gi ngakpi ba hiba thawjal hiba amaga nungsi chanana leiminaba miyoiba ikhoi sematani haibagi wakhalon magi bor magi wish adu mayam punamak nauna mohana tammai haraga ikhoi Manipur da haukiba chahi mari manga sida laiba oiragliba nungsi chanana singtam haiba khaiba leitana tribal maitai pangal natraga maya haiba khaiba leitana ikhoi apunba Bharat apunba Manipur amagi saktam da ingna singa leiminerba sumaina leiminana ba ishor ba na so khoi punapu thawjal pibiramba oisunu loinana amohanna Christmas kumaina lakpada Manipur gi dharma jibu chatpiriba chilinaw mayam punamakta aigi maigei aduga sarkar gi maigei dagi yafa paujal pijari mayam punamak nada yektana soyangam yaugdana nungai yaifana imung manung punna Christmas kumai pangthokpa yaubungamba oibiu.
Manipur Legislative Assembly Speaker Thokcham Saithabatra also extended heartiest Christmas greetings to the people of the state, especially the Christian Britain, on the occasion of Christmas festival. The speaker in his message said Jesus Christ sacrificed his life so that we could live an everlasting life on earth. He called upon the people to follow the teachings and preaching of Jesus Christ to make the world we live in a much better place. He wished that the festival usher in peace and harmony in the society. Chief Minister N. Biren Singh released wall calendar and diary published by the Directorate of Information and Public Relations at the Chief Minister's office today. In a brief message to the state, the Chief Minister wished 2023 to be a bun, blockade-free and peaceful year. And Biren Singh also wished the people of the state, especially the Christian, on the auspicious occasion of Christmas. He said, "Let us all imbibe Lord Jesus' message of forgiveness, love for one another, feeling of oneness, and continue to live in unity, which has been witnessed in the state during the past few years." Commissioner IPR M. Joy Singh, Additional Secretary Nailin Thang Talian, Director IPR H. Balkrishna Singh, officials of the department attended the release function.
Pamlo ubada terrace cultivation ubada maduna jungle pak chawbri na khoi maduna effect ok deba pamlo uramba jidi mathang sahi da hongra kan ubana u jongkhla eba hogol eba du but whereas popi thanam jaga sidi madugi chemical kari hapchen mayam sin maduna hogot pului adu naina mayam da appeal tongning base kitang seriously government khata da thadopi do public mayam yauro kan da ai lekai da guli yon ba yauro kan da kari gi guli yolino no yon gono kari pami atopa kari pami law government ngi de salu law nangi thabok da khoi haige hairagal singa pubira pu sum thok tai manamdi masana ikai boy ki boy lakta su yaw ne koina ubangam da bungam mayam su yaw jari jari ba adon lekai am da drug yolamba lekai am da guli yolamba lekai am da tarom matam da lekai gi mi sing gona phabi ba phubi ba sai bi bana ta madu phajana police ta or ekhoi da even ai gonda ai gi direct adum ge tawra kan da moi do alternative pibi ba adu gumba du khara mateng pang haningi pang bi de hebne te yam pangi nasi bawda ngamai si mayam na ingonda pibi rak feedback support cooperation aduna ngamani aduna drug copy simadi ekhoi at any cost ma simadi ekhoi muthalam si.
Gangai Festival 2023 will be held in Imphal on 4th of January with great pomp and show. Secretary of State Level Gangai Festival Committee Manipur SDGFCM Anim Riyamai stated that the colorful festival of Rongmei Kabui people will be held under the banner of the committee. SDGFCM also expanded its organization by adding 2 representatives each from Rongmei Naga Council Manipur RNCM, Jailiarong Union JETU, Rongmei Naga Lu Form Manipur, RNLPM, Kabui Mothers Association, Kama, All Jailiarong Naga Arts and Culture Organization, AJACO, and Dingkwok Rakwang Chakpriak Form DRCP, according to a release. District Administration Thoubal organized a workshop on good governance practices, initiatives taken in the district during last 5 years today. The event was held at the counting hall in DC office Thoubal complex. A short film on good governance practices was also screened on the occasion. A slideshow on the initiatives taken by Health Department, Education Department, CAF and PD, and DIT was also showcased during the event. Retired IAS Kangjam Radhakumar, DC Thoubal A. Shubhas, and SP Thoubal Jogesh Chandra Haubizam took part in the event. A condolence meeting was held at the auditorium of Sylhet Jilla Parishad on December 21st to mourn the death of Philem Dhiren Singh, member of Communist Party of Bangladesh ML, Polit, Bureau, and Secretary of Sylhet District Committee. The event was organized by Comrade Philem Dhiren Singh Condolence Committee, wherein members of Communist Alliance Party, Awami League, Manipuri Community, and communities of Sylhet were present. Comrade Philem Singh passed away on December 6 due to an illness. He held the post of President of Bangladesh Manipuri Yuva Samiti since its inception in 1974 until his death. Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha BJYM Manipur Pradesh celebrated on Manipur becoming the most improved state for 3 consecutive years 2020, 2021 and 2022. Members of state BJYM distributed sweets and booklets containing government-sponsored schemes to the women vendors at Samumakong and Kwairaman Kaitel. Vice President of BJP Manipur Pradesh, Nongthombam Nimbus, stated that under the able leadership of Chief Minister N. Biren, the government has brought significant change for the backward people, players, students, artists and journalists, etc. He expressed pleasure over choosing Manipur as the most improved state by India today. Bharat Biotech intranasal COVID vaccine, branded as Incovac, which has been approved by the Union Health Ministry as a booster dose for those aged 18 years and above, and is likely to be introduced on the CoWIN platform this evening. The needle-free vaccine will be available at private hospitals as of now. It is likely to be rolled out in the national COVID vaccination program soon. The ministry's approval for the intranasal vaccine comes amid a spurt in COVID cases in China and some other countries. The nasal vaccine BV-V154 had received approval of the Drugs Controller General of India DCGI in November for restricted use in an emergency situation for those above 18 years as a heterologous booster dose. Incovac is a recombinant replication-deficient adenovirus vectored vaccine with a pre-fusion established spike protein. This vaccine candidate was evaluated in phase 1, 2, and 3 clinical trials with successful results, the Hyderabad-based vaccine maker. It was developed in partnership with Washington University, St. Louis, which had designed and developed the recombinant adenoviral vectored construct and evaluated in preclinical studies for efficacy. Meanwhile, in view of the surge in coronavirus new variant, the government has advised those eligible to take the precaution dose and follow COVID-appropriate behavior, including wearing masks and social distancing. COVID-19 cases in India witnessed a margin decline, with the country reporting 157 fresh infections in the past 24 hours, taking the total tally of COVID-19 cases to 4,46,76,678. While the number of active cases of the infection has dipped to 3,380, which constitute 0.01% of the total infections. A decrease of 22 cases has been recorded in the active COVID-19 caseload in a span of 24 hours. As per the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, the death toll stands at 5,30,690, with just 9 new deaths reported in the last 24 hours. Meanwhile, the number of people who have recuperated from the disease has gone up to 4,41,42,608. The country's recovery rate stands at 98.80%. Over 220.02 crore vaccine doses have been administered so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. Top 3 states contributing maximum number of COVID-19 cases to India's tally are Maharashtra, Kerala and Karnataka. Meanwhile, in the northeast India, Assam has the highest number of active cases, followed by Mizoram and Meghalaya. COVID-19 has infected over 66 crore 6 lakh, while more than 66 lakh 81,000 have succumbed to the dreaded coronavirus, and recoveries are above 63 crore 34 lakh. Globally, USA has the highest COVID-19 cases, followed by India and France. Kuga Battalion, under the aegis of Headquarter IGR South, in an operation apprehended 2 active insurgents of the banned outfit Pripak at El Ganan near BP 43, Churachandpur district today. Based on specific input received from sources, the troops of Assam Rifles launched an operation which led to the apprehension of the 2 active cadre. The arrested were handed over to Singhat police for further investigation. Modi Battalion of Assam Rifles distributed essential items including books, sports equipment and stationery to the children of 4th Children Home for Boys at Machi Technopole district today as part of Christmas celebrations. The event was attended by 15 children and 5 teachers of the school, informed a release from IGAR South. Now it's time for a short commercial break. We will be back with latest news and updates. Keep watching IS News.
Electric laktabana maram oiduna asabi ising phanglar haibri nungsa thiningai leitraba. Firmson Solar Water Heater. Contact number 9862669522. Aikhoigi address Hairanggoidong Nithamcha Karong, Imphal West.
Welcome back. You're watching IS Primetime English News. Sajik Tampak Battalion, under the aegis of Headquarter IGR South, conducted a security meeting followed by interaction and pre-Christmas celebration at Sajik Tampak, Chandel district yesterday. The security meeting, chaired by Commander Kakching Sector Assam Rifles at Battalion Headquarters Sajik Tampak, was attended by the village chiefs and village secretary of Sajik Tampak, Songkhom Shahifai, Halpi, Mongjang, Lejang Kopi, Kananfai, Tuililon, and Hangmol. Issues pertaining to peace, development, and prosperity in the area were discussed during the meeting. The villagers highlighted their daily challenges and expressed their concern over lack of development due to geographical isolation of the area and the insurgent activities. Later, the commander also visited Father of St. Mary's School in village Khailet Kulen and the vibrant youth of Tuilelon village to celebrate pre-Christmas celebration. Few gifts and footballs were presented during the IBIT interaction with local population. A clear message has been conveyed to the valley-based insurgent groups active in the area that the local population is in support of the Assam Rifles and needs peace and prosperity in the region. The close coordination between Assam Rifles and the locals is aiding momentum towards the common goal of achieving a long-lasting peace in the valley. A total of 30 villagers, including village chief and village security and village secretary, attended the security meet, and more than 50 people had participated in pre-Christmas celebration. All of them together expressed their gratitude towards the Sajik Battalion for organizing such a meaningful event and assured their full support and active participation in all the endeavor being undertaken by the Assam Rifles to maintain peace, AR said in a release. Winter session at both houses of the parliament has adjourned sine die today. The Lok Sabha session was adjourned almost a week before it was scheduled to conclude on December 29. Speaker Om Birla reported 97% of productivity of the House. Ruckus continue in Parliament even on the last day of the session, which began on December 7. Altogether, 13 sittings totaling 62 hours and 42 minutes were held on the House. On the last day, the upper house, or Rajya Sabha, was expected to table 34 private members' bills, including a bill to repeal the Waqf Act of 1995, the Places of Worship Repeal Bill of 2022, and a Representation of the People Act Amendment Bill. The Rajya Sabha on Thursday, 22nd December, also passed the Constitution Scheduled Tribes Order Second Amendment Bill of 2022 and the Constitution Scheduled Tribes Order Fourth Amendment Bill of 2022, which was moved by Tribal Minister Arjun Munda. In Lok Sabha, on the other hand, Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal introduced a bill called the Jan Vishwas Amendment of Provision Bill 2022 with 6 to decriminalize minor offences to promote ease of doing business. Congress MP also gave adjournment motion notice in the Lok Sabha to discuss the border clashes with China earlier this week. Stressing that the Modi government is committed to wipe out narcotics trafficking and that the battle against the menace is delicately poised, Union Home Minister Amit Shah on Wednesday justified empowering paramilitary forces on the borders to take action against drug dealers. Shah, who said his government treats drug users as victims, rebutted the criticism that the Border Security Force, Seema Shastra Bal, and the Assam Rifles being tasked to deal with the drug traffickers mark an encroachment on the jurisdiction of states, and said those behind the criticism are also the ones who target the center over smuggling of drugs. Protection of borders is the primary responsibility of the center. If the agencies deployed at the border are not empowered to deal with smuggling cases, then how do we expect them to deal with the challenge? Quote, we need to stop the entry of drugs through borders, ports and airports. The Revenue Department, NCB and anti-narcotics agencies have to work against the menace being on same page. Participating in the discussion in Lok Sabha on the drug abuse problem, Shah said, quote, we have mapped the drug network across states. No matter how big the criminal is, in the next 2 years, there will be a situation that they will be behind bars. The government will leave no stone unturned in achieving the target of drugs-free India. Now we have the sports news. The annual Hero Under-17 Youth Cup kick-off at Sai and ERC Takil Artificial Turf Football Ground today. The cup is organized by All India Football Federation. The opening match played today between Classic Football Academy and Shillong Lajong FC resulted in a draw. Meanwhile, in another match, Jamshedpur FC beat Guwahati Town Club 2-0. For the winners, Karan Beshra netted the winning goal at 27 and 30 minutes respectively. There will be no matches tomorrow. Poloi FC will lock horns with Classic Football Academy in the final match of the ongoing second Colonel Katrimayum Arun Kumar Memorial Futsal Tournament. In the first semi-final match played at 7 Football Turf Kwakaital Meyaikoibi today, Poloi FC beat NERAU FC 7-6, while Classic Football Academy dropped SSC Warongpat 16-5. Altogether, 8 teams subdivided into 2 groups competed in the tournament organized by All Manipur Football Association since December 18. KCDO Kongpal defeated MPA Kakching by a whooping 149 runs at the ongoing 7 MNCA Plate tournament. In the match played at Model Higher Secondary and Oriental College ground today, KCDO Kongpal won the toss and elected to bat first. In the first innings, the team made 224 runs for 36 overs with 4 balls, while in the second innings, MPA Kakching opted to bat first, making 74 runs for 23 overs with 2 balls. KCDO Kongpal all-rounder MK Amal scored 22 runs for 5 overs in 2 balls to back the man of the match title. Napsa Ka Imphal will meet AKSDO Kangabok in tomorrow's match. Altogether, 16 teams subdivided into 2 groups are participating in the tournament organized by Manipur Cricket Association since December 18. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Chief Minister Nongthong Bombarine warns anyone arrested on charge of illegal poppy cultivation will be handed over to NIA or Narcotic Control Bureau (NCB). Journalist Thangjam Dizamani fondly remembered on 10th death anniversary. Rich tribute paid. All shops and business establishments in northern side of Imphal city remain closed as women stayed sit-in protests against gun attack at shop. And Merry Christmas wishes pour in from state leaders, organizations. Chief Minister Nongthong Bombarine urges for celebrating Christmas in its true spirit. That's all we have in this bulletin. Coming up next, we have IS Primetime Manipuri News at 9 p.m. Till then, good night.